just when the music was getting good. Howdy! Jeez. My outfit is not liking this camera, huh? Wild.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. I'm so baffled. This got my ADHD. Like, why does this look like velvet? It's not. I swear. But, happy Monday. Oh my gosh, it's been the longest day ever. That music is so much better. Oh my gosh. So, we were playing Hogwarts today, and I evidence of the existence of cats. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jeez. Sorry, I just opened Hogwarts. This is the outfit I wear to work quite often. Typically, cause like it's, oh my gosh. This game takes so much off of my computer just to load it. To run it, not that much. To open it, yes. Oh. But yeah, no, I was like, I wear this outfit and like, I literally put a long sleeve shirt on because it's a onesie. Whenever I have to be on camera, which isn't very often right now. It's so freaking nice. But I'm sorry to hear that your Monday has been awful. Not awful, but bad. Terrible. Mine has been long. For some awful reason, I got... Today is the day that the Stardew Valley 1.6 update came out for consoles. Today's the day. I was so excited. And guess what? My Switch is having a meltdown. What do I mean by that? It goes from 100% battery to 0 in 15 minutes. A month ago, its battery lasted up to 7 hours playing Stardew Valley. Why do I know that? Because I don't have much of a life. And now my Switch is acting up, so now it's timed out. I don't know if it would have gotten that bad in that short of time. Like, it wasn't cold, or I didn't keep it cold or anything. But oh. Ew. You know what's wild? So all these characters are at the same level, just about, like really close in level. 13 hours, 20 hours, 26 hours. Why am I so high in level on this one? But it is good on you for at least defending a colleague. I've had many a colleagues not defend me, so, and actually usually turn me into the joke, but that's on toxic workplaces. That's on office workplaces in the US, honestly. I honestly don't know, actually. I don't know what kind of batteries in my Switch. Yeah, a rechargeable lithium ion battery. Yeah. Well, it's like, the thing is, I own the Switch for... The Switch itself is 2 years old. This was the replacement, because I had an OG Switch.
Revelio.
Which, the OG Switch can't be off the dock to play. And my Switch is currently like that, but I can't fix the battery. No, not the... I would be fine playing it on my TV if my speakers were working.
If seeds are I'll always go to the magic neep. I've upset Madam Green one too many times now.
Yeah.
She won't soon be welcoming.
And I just don't want to replace it, 'cause like the Switch is only 2 years old.
If I had to pick one shop, it'd be Glad Rags.
You're
Mr. Hill is always very helpful, don't you find?
I spend the entire
Confringo! Incendio! Accio! There's nothing like
About...
all of Britain. Also, about the
Nope, that didn't help either. Okay, well, good luck, friend. Seriously unintentional. That's awful. That's hideous. What quest do we... Oh, frick. It's wrong game. But yeah, no, so I'm currently trying to figure out how to get my speakers to work on my TV, because the speakers work apparently. They just don't work with my Roku, and no matter what I do, it's not working. Like, it has no sound whatsoever when I use my Roku. When I use a normal TV, it's fine. Which actually would mean that my Switch would work just fine on the TV. I just can't watch TV on it. It's not a smart TV, fun fact. Escape. It's escape, not tab. Let's do that. We're gonna need that. Okay, let's see what our quests are. So the Helm of Urkot, we have to collect a troll bogey, which you can buy somewhere. Not saying that I could see this, but I usually in the people who give off like the calm, serene like type personality, usually when they get mad, they get real mad. It is a sight to see. So I'm not necessarily surprised. However, I would be terrified if I ever saw you mad. I'm gonna be honest. The Daedalian Keys, frick. Let's go talk to this girl. And that would be like really funny actually. Like, sir, you leave me no choice. I challenge you to fisticuffs. Dude, I was arguing with my mom. Like, I was going down memory lane. So back when I was in college, I took an ethics class. Why? Because ethics classes are really interesting. Especially when the professors teach the class by debate.
One of the Daedalian keys? Hello, Nelly. I managed to get a
I'll finish
Daedalian
my thing
key
in a
into its
second.
lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out.
So
I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
this is part where I'm not seeing any
I should see this
keys.
through and find.
Dude, it gets better. It gets better. So I took this ethics class, and like some people would think like, oh, you take an like it was intro to ethics is what the name of the class was. It was
How can one not fancy
it was really cool, but
This must be. Seems on the. I should see this
Yep.
through and find the
Okay.
Ravenclaw house chest.
I had a grand time. The class was tiny, but we're in one of those really big halls. And we had to, basically he would pose ideas with us. And the entire point of the class was that we were creating our own society, therefore creating our own ethical rules in this classroom to see how our society would play out and why why following ethics is so important. Like, yeah, we learned about the trolley problem and all that. Like, it was a really interesting class. But, he told us that we couldn't argue using religion that exists. The only loophole in arguing with your own religion that is a real religion is that the other person has to be able to argue your religion. If they can't argue with you in your religion, you're disqualified from the debate. Was the #1 rule, which was really cool. And
Revelio.
the guy I had to debate with freaking hated me. He thought I was a psychopath, which I mean outright, yeah. That is a justified thought for how I was arguing, but I was winning. My entire goal was to win. I was not trying to be ethical. I was not trying to like impose societal rules. I was just trying to win. And I was trying to win by doing the unethical arguments. And it's getting better. We had to start the debate. He wanted an example debate, so he made me debate this girl who was like heavily Catholic. Like Old Testament, like King James or whatever, King Henry's Bible, whatever, like thou shalt not is the actual wording in it and not just a joke. I had a debate with her about school uniforms, and I was arguing the side of no uniforms, which isn't unethical, it's just a debate. And so she was arguing about how school uniforms would go with the Bible because it would allow us to not show off too much of our bodies and allow us like really stupid stuff. So I immediately made the argument of no mixed cotton, you know, no mixed fabrics. You can't combine wool and linen is the verse in Leviticus or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I just found out what it was yesterday because I was telling my mom about this and she looked it up. She's like, yeah, it's in this book. So I now at 25 years old know where it is in the Bible. Didn't know at the time. I just knew it was a thing. That's my favorite argument. And I won. Well, then we had to debate the next day. I'm just gonna go adventure around before I start this quest because this is an awful topic. We had to debate whether incest was okay or wrong, and we were given a story. And because I was choosing the unethical things because I'm trying to drive this guy insane, I argued for incest being okay. And like he just had to say one simple little thing and he would have trumped my entire argument. Did he ever? No. So the story that we had to debate was, so a brother and a sister decided to go to a different country and they had a beautiful time. They did the tourist thing and they ended up spending a night together, sleeping together. And they decided not to talk to their parents about it and that it would just be their own little secret. And we had to debate whether that was right or wrong. So I told them right off the bat, I'm like, I will argue on their side. I will give you the easy argument. I will argue that they're correct and you can, you know, be the normal person. And he said, okay, thank you. And I said, you can even go first. Because this is like, we had one debate before that and I completely obliterated him. He got so annoyed with me. I don't even remember what the debate was, but I remember this wasn't our first debate and I had obliterated him and the teacher thought I was crazy already. Because I'm just challenging him. That's all I'm doing. Daenerys would be highly interested. The argument that he could have won is that incest is illegal. Because the end of the story is that they maintained their private relationship without telling their family. So they went home and they continued sleeping together in their home country where it is illegal to do so, because it is weak. However, my argument was weaker. My argument was way weaker and I won. He just had to point that out and he could have won. He could have beat me because my argument was even weaker. So I told him he could start and he said that anyone who would want to sleep with their family belongs in an insane asylum. And I said, okay, that makes sense. Can I raise you one thought though? And he said, what? And I went on this huge tangent. Viewers, incest is not okay. I'm not for incest. Incest is wrong. I'm just a gremlin, okay? Incest is wrong. You're right. Incest is very wrong. Don't do it. There's so many like medical issues with it. There's so many psychological issues with it. Like, don't do it. There was a lot that's actually wrong with this. And being as I was a psychology major at the time of doing this, I know everything that was wrong with it. And that's why I wanted to argue on the opposite side, because I wanted to have fun. Not that kind of fun though. So he like just said that like that is like wrong and secrets are like incorrect. Like you shouldn't keep secrets, which I'm like, yeah, you're right. However, my argument turned into, so imagine you and your significant other go to a different country. You guys have like a 5-star dinner. You stay at a 5-star hotel. You have an amazing night that you want to remember for the rest of your life. And so when every single time you go home and every single time you look at that person, you remember that beautiful night. And you want to try to recreate that. You recreate it with them over and over again because it was such a wholesome memory and you don't want to let it go. Was my argument. That was my entire argument for why it would be okay. Why it would be okay. That was my entire argument. Because they love each other so much, they should be able to do as they please because they love each other. And he couldn't trump it. He just sat there and was like, but it's wrong. Like the rules say you shouldn't do that. It's wrong. And I was like, why is it wrong though? Like I don't understand why it's wrong.
Aloha Mora.
And he just kept saying, he's like, well, you shouldn't do that. Like it's not okay. Is what he kept saying. He just kept saying it's not okay. Yeah, no, we're literally college kids. We're literally college kids. Like I was literally 20 having this argument. This was that long ago. I'm 25. I was 20 having this argument. This guy was 21 having this argument with me. we're college kids. Like, my entire goal is just to win. Like, I gave him such a weak start, and I was just gonna build off of whatever he said. And like, he couldn't. Mother trucker, I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, no, and it was just like, it like cracked me up. Like, he's just, it's not okay. And the like professor walks by, he's like, why is it not okay? He's like, no, that's just like really gross. That's like really gross. I'm like, but why is it gross? It's like, if you love somebody, wouldn't you want to love them with all that you have? And the professor's laughing at me because I kept saying stuff like that. I'm like, if you love somebody, you should truly cherish them and show them why you love them. And by the end of the argument, the guy forgot that we were arguing brother and sister. He's like, I don't even know how to debate with you. He's like, because you're right, like, love is love. I'm like, yeah, I mean, even if it is between a brother and a sister, you know, love's love. Don't follow, this is not advice. This is not advice. I'm being a sociopath doing this argument in college. And he choked. He's like, what? I'm like, you forgot this was an incest argument, didn't you? And the teacher laughed. And he's like, well, your group just decided incest was okay. We were the only group where the incest side won. Why? I don't know. Oh, the freaking first argument was freaking pharmaceuticals. It was an Oxycontin lawsuit. Oh my gosh, I gave him such a non-argument argument and he couldn't even like turn it into an argument. This was the first one. I don't remember what that one was. It was just, I kept arguing that like addiction is high in like that world and like it's on the doctor, but it's like the person should be able to take care of themselves, and like stuff like that. Yeah, it was like, he kept going with it's wrong and like secrets are bad. Is what he kept going with. Like if he had gone with it's illegal, mother trucker, every time. I gotta stop doing that. If he had gone with like it's illegal, I would have changed my argument. He would have had a better stance if he'd gone it's illegal. Genuinely. It's like he didn't even have a I gave him the easy argument. Like, debating why incest is wrong is so easy. There's so many medical journals. There's so many, like, I don't know if he was, I don't know what kind of education he had, but he, from the start of my, like, every health class I had, it's always started with, incest is wrong because it is your family tree doesn't branch out. You're not pulling in new genetics. It's one genetic. So the more it happens, the more amalgamations are gonna happen and you're gonna have walking, talking, this is gonna be rude to say, but walking, talking, basically potato children. Like they're gonna have so many issues that they're not gonna be alive. Like that could have been his argument. Was it? No. Eriss for president. Yes, because Eriss knows that that stuff's wrong. Friggin' dude. It's voting night tonight and my town doesn't vote until tomorrow. Like, we vote tomorrow.
Hello
it's not even
there.
like voting
Nice
today.
To see you.
It's so weird.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your
Hi,
help
Flash.
with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help.
But definitely Eriss for president.
Trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
Definitely not old enough,
I
but
am
Eriss for
too.
president.
You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
But no, I loved my ethics class. That class was really cool. We were building our own entire... Yeah, you missed a really wild time of my college career.
It
Glad to
seemed
hear
as
it.
though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
Eriss is
But you're
not.
friends now.
Eriss is not.
Yeah. I hadn't seen him
Eriss
in
is
years when he came in
pro-gremlin.
a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him. About Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not
Should we
here,
use
you
the
might
non-still
find him doing
Insta-copy?
business at the
What
Hog's Head.
happened?
He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Well, Well, thank you, kind ma'am.
Thank you, Serona.
So
If you find Lodgok,
my ethics class was really
give
weird,
him my best.
and we weren't necessarily
I don't
learning
know
like
what
the
you've done
basics
to
of
make such
ethics,
powerful enemies.
but
Please, watch your back.
my gosh. But we were basically using ethics to build our own society to show what would happen based on certain types of people who would run it. And that's where the incest argument came from. And I just like debating. I really do. I just love debating. I like not serious debating, just silly debating.
outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
I just like just making arguments. I don't like to win, it's just making arguments. And yeah, so it was like we were basically creating an entire society. So it was like we were actually going, if the dress code argument won, we were gonna have a dress code. We were gonna have to set that up. If the, I don't know what the incest argument would have came up of. The pharmaceutical one was based on mental health in the classroom and how seriously we were going to take it.
Mine now, demiguise.
What? And like it was like a bunch of things like that. So we were literally building a entire society. Oh my gosh! I need to go sell some stuff. I'm gonna go sell stuff. I'll be back. And so it was like it was really wild. And that's how he was teaching the class. Like I didn't get an actual basics of ethics. I did love the class though. The teacher loved like seeing the weird arguments I could come up with. But yeah. Oh, ew.
When society will be thrown into the midst of unrest.
What happened to the coffee? Ew. Clung to your spoon? Ew.
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
That's why I don't drink coffee. That's why I drink tea. Get rid of that.
A pleasure doing
It's been
business.
a hot second since I've sold stuff, huh? Get rid of that. Those. That. Okay, well there we go. Now we have actual.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Yeah, and I was like telling my mom about this. So like, she was like asking me what grieving would look like for people who are autistic, and I started randomly talking about ethics instead. I was like, that's your example. And it's like how in detail I got about a class I took 5 years ago. Oh, ew. I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna speedrun this to the next trial.
What do we have here? Hello, Hamora.
There's a demiguise in here. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's just break and enter. It's okay. It's not important. We don't need to actually do missions. We can just break and enter instead. Ew. And I don't like when things get sticky. Just, ugh. Bet's up here. There it is. Oh, come on. It is so much fun, especially when you have no desire in it, and your only desire is just to make this other person say something stupid. It's really fun. The other guy didn't fall into the stupidity part, though. He just lost a lot of arguments to someone who sounds really stupid. It is. And I was like, if you don't have like a neck in the race at all, you could argue in any sort of way just to make it work for yourself, where the other person's like actively trying to not sound like a piece of garbage, you know? Whereas like, I could have cared less. It's like, I was just bored in class and trying not to sleep.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she?
Ooh.
Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
I wouldn't think it would affect anything unless something got inside the tin. That's the only way that would make coffee react that way. Serona trusts me.
Serona trusts me, and she said she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you...
That's most of the debates I end up in, is I don't give a flying frick.
Something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out
popcorn kind of day,
a while back.
by the way.
The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Oh, I'm glad it worked out nicely. Dang. It's nice when stuff works out. I can retrieve it.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn.
Abscond,
Gather
that's a big
whatever
word.
supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Flash.
Oh, the work it takes to keep a clean.
I don't know how belated, but happy belated birthday.
Even with magic.
The Minister for Magic didn't get where he is by sitting on his hands.
My first employment was at Honeydews.
Okay. Oh.
Revelio.
I'm drinking something random. I meant to do that. Not really, but I was hoping that, like, ew.
Work hard and don't be afraid to fail. That's the part of the leader.
Oh. Okay.
Those that go to Azkaban never have
Level 3. Level 3? Why are there so many? Too many crickets. I saw a really cool text though. Motherfricker! How many am I gonna go through? Do I have something I don't own? There we go. Let's just do that. Then it won't do anything. I've heard about Charlotte cake. I've never seen what a Charlotte cake is. Oh, ew. Should I be wary of asking what is a Charlotte cake? Wait, serious? Wait, what? Huh? I don't understand. I don't know. That's an amazing response, mister. I don't, but ask me again in 10 seconds. Okay, 10 second, Tom. I'll ask you again in 10 seconds. Man, I hope y'all know that reference.
Prisoners even look different when they're let out of Azkaban. Living with dementors.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins.
I forgot you were writing that.
Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind sees things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable.
Interesting.
It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Yeah, could you walk a little bit faster? Like, I know you got some little legs, but like... Oh, you know what? I've been trying to figure out why I think goblins look so funny. There was this little, there was this interlude on Rick and Morty, and it was like Officer Baby Legs. I think it looks like Officer Baby Legs. Like normal sized torso and just little legs. I wasn't wasn't thinking about that while I was reading your thing, Josh. I looked over and just remembered that. Like, he definitely, like, looks like Officer Baby Legs. So I'd say it's a success then. It just needs more coffee taste then. I call that a success. So that's just fine tuning at that point. They really do. Hey Anna, how's it going? It really is their long arms. Like his fingers are clipping. You can't tell me his fingers aren't clipping through the ground. Like is that how they decide how long their nails are? Is that the ground files them? Oh. How you doing, Hannah? Hannah. Today's the day of different names for me. Dude, I learned about a new language today. Took a lot out of me. It was so cool sounding. It was Southern Ugandan. It was called like Runakor, something like that. So beautiful to hear.
It is, the witch's tomb.
Oh, dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Ryunakore. That's how I think it's spelled. But I feel like they would. Well, they wouldn't have to stand up very much. But yeah, they don't have much to squat down on.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Oh. Wow, I just cracked my back in like 8 different places doing that. Ooh-wee. What might I encounter in there?
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the dark protectors, known as ferry. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
That sounds really cool. However, I do like it being posed as a character flaw instead of just being like an entire plot thing. Like, here you go. They all lost faith in this one thing. I don't know why Narnia's cringe. I don't know. I like Narnia. I haven't read the books. I have the books. I haven't finished them, but I do like Narnia. But do you know why Ranrock's working with Rookwood?
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
I read more fanfics than I do real novels, you know, published novels. Okay, also, 50 Shades of Grey was a fanfic. Just putting that out there. I didn't read it. I know it was a fanfic. Why is it so valuable?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
So like,
the helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied
story starts somewhere.
Forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness. That is, until it was no longer ours.
So, do you guys want to hear the world's wildest domino effect?
A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind is taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind and to Ranrock.
Not in this conversation.
He would be grateful to me should I return it.
Because I don't freaking... That author... The author of that book irritates the crap out of me. It's like, I don't like Stephenie Meyer's books, like Twilight. I can't stand her writing style. Can I stand Stephenie Meyer? I can't remember the author's name for 50 Shades of Grey. Colleen Hoover, can't read her books either. I don't know why. It's like, they're so difficult and irritating to read. Like, the story could have been really cool. However, it was awful to read.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here.
I want to see if someone has this.
Return.
Woo!
Please,
Okay.
Be careful.
Okay. No, well, it's not. So, if you guys don't know what 50 Shades of Grey is, it's a very explicit book about, I'm just gonna go outright and say it. So, 50 Shades of Grey is about the relationship between a dom and a sub, basically, except for the sub wasn't a sub. The sub didn't think about anything like that until she met the dom, and he forced, not necessarily forced, but, well, kind of, it is a contract thing, which was really weird. Forced her into this basic relationship, and she could get out at any time, except for when she was uncomfortable, she could get out. But basically, he'd be in control of her all of the time. And it's the control thing for me, like 24/7 control. Like, he would decide what she would wear, what she could eat at certain days, like things like that. And that irritated me. I was like, I don't care about the rest of, didn't care about much more of the story, but that kind of stuff irritated me.
Lumos.
I know the gist of the entire series, all 3 books, but anyways, so the world's wildest domino effect you guys will ever hear. Oh yeah, no, he had control. He didn't like where she worked, so he bought her workplace. He didn't like where she lived, so he had her move in with him on the weekends that she had to be with him. She could only stay at his place, like things like that. It was wild. But yeah, no, it's seen as in a culture in itself. It's a sub thing, but it's a subculture. When I say sub, I'm not referring to like cultures. I'm referring to like sexual acts. Kind of, there's the dominant, the person who like drives it, and then there's the person who's receiving it. Basically, whatever it may be. But anywho, now this is a really weird conversation. So I'm gonna take you guys back to 2001 for this domino effect. So in 2001, there was this really famous thing that happened, very negative thing. It was called 9/11. And there was a guy named Gerard Way who witnessed 9/11. And
this can't be the witch's tomb.
In response to 9/11, he started creating music. And in exchange created a very popular band that disbanded at 12 years of age, which I think is hilarious. And that band was called My Chemical Romance. And there was a popular listener to My Chemical Romance named Stephanie Meyer, and she wrote a book that was derived from how she felt his music was, the picture his music was painting. She made a story that was inspired by My Chemical Romance, and that story was called Twilight. And so then some time after Twilight was released, there was another person who was heavily influenced by Twilight and wrote a massive, super popular fanfic that eventually got published. And that fanfic was 50 Shades of Grey. And that is the funniest, that's the coolest, Knuckles, that's the funniest domino effect. It goes even farther than that. Dude, well, it's like a hilarious band. Yeah, exactly, more you know. There's more dominoes, I just don't remember the rest of them. It was, it was why she wrote a fanfic of what she imagined
I have a feeling
Edward and Bella's relationship would have been if it was explicit. Is what 50 Shades of Grey was originally. It's a fanfic for Twilight. Is what it was. Isn't that terrifying?
Stay back.
Oh yeah.
Incendio.
Fringo. Like 50 Shades of Grey is very intense. Like if people like that kind of stuff, then good on them. Good on them, but like I can't. I'm not that kind of person. Oh yeah, no, that last movie, a whole bunch of murder. Fake murder, but a lot of murder. which kind of cracked me up. Like, I loved the plot twist at the end of that. Like, watching the entire, like, war, and then, like, oh, wait. Surprise! Oh, frick me. I don't have that one yet. I was like, I could really go for a Bombarda right now. But yeah. Literally. And then, like, it just, like, zooms out. It's just, like, well, it goes into his eyes and it zooms out, and it's Alice just standing there staring at him, showing him what his future will be. Like, that is freaking gnarly. I love the Twilight movies. Don't get me wrong, I love the Twilight movies. Raisin Patch was freaking terrifying. Didn't like the kid. Sorry, but the movies were really cool. I do love all the nicknames that she's acquired, though. Raisin Patch, Raisin Patch, Ranspan, Rasputin that was one that was interesting. It was like she had so many weird nicknames.
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Fridge. Okay. Well, let's go stand right here and see if it's close enough. Oh, frick me. Oh, fridge me. Get up there. Oh, come on. Why can't I count today? Okay. I'm having, like, massive keyboard issues. I don't know why, but I am. It's gonna happen, like, all day. Well, Hannah, I can't confirm nor deny. I can just share how miserable he was on the set of Twilight. But I love looking at real-life domino effects. The MCR one's like my absolute favorite. Kristen Stewart, who played Bella, she claimed he had bad body odor because it was like one of the movies, he refused to shower. It was like New Moon or something. She had very few scenes with him, but he would not shower at all during that movie.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other
Like,
way.
she refused to groom herself, shave, and he refused to shower. Oh, I did. He made a great Batman. I loved him as Batman. I can't, honestly, when people ask me like why I'm so, like, if I'm interested in Twilight, I literally can't justify. I can't tell them. I really can't, but really, I didn't know about the secretary. Ooh. Okay. There might be more to this wild little conspiracy theory I found. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's just a domino effect, but that movie was freaking great. It was like he made a really good like Bruce. I liked how human he was. I really did. It was like I'm not gonna say he was like the best, but it was like I liked how human he was. Goodbye. Oh, frick. Come on. There we go. Oh, what was that? Just oh, what's over here? It's like I'm awful with actor names, though. I will be honest. So it's like Ben Affleck, he made a good Batman, but an awful Bruce. You know, I didn't like him as Bruce. Whenever he didn't have a lot of parts as Bruce, but like he didn't make a good Bruce. Oh, what the fuck? Whereas Robert Pattinson made a really good Bruce. However, Robert Pattinson's really good at the douche canoe kind of roles, you know. He had a lot of good practice with Edward. He did. He had the best costume. Uh-oh. We in for a fight.
Incendio. Confringo.
Uh-oh. Oh, frick me. Ooh, frick me.
Incendio.
You all need to just burn. Go down in flames, motherfrickers.
Incendio.
Oh, what the frick? Why?
Confringo. Finder. Incendio. Confringo.
Why there's so many of you motherfrickers?
Incendio. Confringo. Finder.
Jeez. Okay. I just don't like when the characters are disproportionate. Yeah, of course, Josh. Hope you warm up soon. Maybe get a cuppa, you know. Dude, I accidentally made tea that tasted like nothing. Speaking of cuppas. Cup of tea, I mean. I got really lazy in my work job, and like someone was trying to ask me, like, so what are you drinking? All I could say was a cuppa. But I had this vanilla Kanoi tea is what it was called. And I put sugar cookie creamer in it. Because I thought that would taste good. And unfortunately, that was not the case.
Lumos.
And it quite literally only tasted like hot water. Wait, what? Okay, there has to be one more. Where's the other one? It's not on this bit. 2 in the door. There's 1 in the pedal. Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Lumos.
But yeah, it was like I could not imagine how I managed that little that stunt. Like someone tried it and they laughed at me. They're like, "How on earth?" Oh, come on.
Protego.
No.
Lumos.
Come on.
Depulso. Lumos. Lumos.
Thank you. Why did that not work the first time? That was equal distance. Real interesting. Yeah, you started a whole new game instead of playing Hogwarts.
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
Real interesting. You instead decided to go play some D&D turn type game where you have to fight
Ashwinder. Better show this to Lodgok.
someone with some very interesting TikTok edit videos.
There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway.
It looks amazing. I just can't do I can't take turns in games. When I'm fighting, it needs to be equal sport, man. I can't. I'm not good. I don't have the kind of strategery to be able to do turns. I really can't. Hi, mister.
Lodgok, the sarcophagus has been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We
I'm
need
doing
to
this
get
for
it
the
before
plot.
Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
Very well, I'll go.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
That's very Hogwartsy. I'm so freaking excited for Avowed to come out in February. I was like, I grew up with turn-based games. I was fine with it as a kid, but it's like now I'm, you know, used to not having turn-based games. I was like, I can't. Like Hogwarts, like Pokemon, perfectly content with that. Pokemon is I think the only turn-based game I actively play.
There they are.
I play Sword and Shield, so I mean, I don't technically. Oh, fishies. They can deal with the troll. I'm just gonna take what I need and go. I never played Yu-Gi-Oh though.
That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
You're going to regret that.
Goodbye. Whee. But I'm. Like, I had friends who played Yu-Gi-Oh, but they told. Fun fact. I got told a lot growing up that there's a lot of games I couldn't play with my friends because they're games for boys, so I couldn't play them with them. Like the card game, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like all that. What? Do I need a fast travel here? Like, what happened? Yeah. I wouldn't know. I think I've watched people play Yu-Gi-Oh. I haven't watched it in years, but like I've watched guys play it in like high school. My high school is weird. What?
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
They were like Pokemon, like it was all cards.
This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
That meme thing might actually be one of the many reasons they actually didn't let me play. Like I think they were saying that the whole this is for boys, whatever, because they knew I'd be stupid. So I did. I was one of those kids who carried a Uno reverse card around in school because people took it seriously when I was in high school. And like I do like the Uno reverse, like oh, guess who's going down to the library to pick up the textbooks? Ah, Uno reverse, and like someone else would have to go. Like my teachers actually took it seriously for some awful reason. And the guys wouldn't let me play, so like one of them would be like, oopsies, thinking about their turn. I'd select down an Uno reverse, and be like, there's my trap card, and they'd be like, get out of here, and they'd throw the card back at me, like, get out of here. I'm like, no. Like, what do you mean no? Like, I win, obviously. Now give me your cards. Yeah, they didn't. The guys didn't like when I interrupted.
Why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Oh, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
I added my reverse card back into my Uno game, but yeah.
Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you.
You're lying to me. You're lying to me, Mr. Logok.
Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Fine. Meaner Weimer. We're gonna hit a wall really fast.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't understand the cards.
Something.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogwarts.
My sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, I need another one.
Class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
Jeez. I will say, like, I wish I got into like Pokemon cards when I was younger, like before they were collectibles. Like now, I don't want to even like deal with the cards. But it's like, I always wanted to play Pokemon with my friends. They never They never let me.
Here you found a bit of
Like,
treasure in the forest.
I have Pokemon Black for the DS. Mother fricker.
I've been beside myself with worry.
What is up
Could
with
you
all
meet
the
me in the
owls?
courtyard?
One more? Another one? Anybody? Wait, I want dog in death camp. Yeah, I don't actually remember my friends finishing a battle either, actually. Now that I think about it.
Accio.
Cute. I did Super Mario Bros. I played the crap out of Super Mario Bros. And like would sometimes do miscellaneous or whatever.
I haven't fed them yet.
Not miscellaneous, like multiplayer and like the arcade and all that. So what I would do is like, I played the crap out of the game.
Always
That game taught me how to play blackjack. Yeah. Honestly though, I'm pretty sure that is what a Pokemon battle is though. Honestly, it's like for the card games, that has to be it. Like there's no other way you could play that. Jeez. I've never seen one successfully finish. It's my hobby. It's a hobby of mine to unlock your guys' childhood memories. I'm constantly thinking about them 24/7. Therefore, I make you all think about your memories too. I used to have like 25 different DS games that I would play, and I had like this like little like it was like a carrying case that fit all of them. I'd carry it around so I could play all of my different games at any time. I'm recreating that with my Switch though.
I'm told that last Clementine. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, that's sick.
Now, where was I? Right. Oh,
where?
Yes.
Trying to find Troll Bogey.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Whatever. I think we're gonna do Sebastian's. We're gonna fly over to. Wait, what? Bend in Need and then Venomous Revenge. I so badly. At some point, I'm gonna go back to the MOA. Go to MOA with someone so we could hit all the arcades there. You guys ready for some long flying? Core. Let's do that. Like I do a lot of escape rooms now, is what I do now, but I used to go to a bunch, like, I'd stay at hotels and we'd go to like arcades and whatnot. I haven't done laser tag in so long. Last time I did laser tag, I think was in Wisconsin, actually. unfortunate. Oh my gosh, you're so much fun. I did a prison break one. That one was awful because you have to mix 2 groups. So like your group's in one cell and there's another group in another cell, and you have to work with complete strangers to figure out how to get out of your cells and escape prison. There was another one that was like a CIA. I did multiple that was like different CIA projects. I did a Sherlock Holmes themed one when I was in Colorado last year. Like I've done a ton of different ones. They're a lot of fun actually. They're hard, but it's a lot of fun. I want to do laser tag again though. That would be really fun. Or go to a trampoline park. I haven't done that in years. Yeah. That's how most people are. It's like I'm on the I'm always the odd man out in that regard, considering I don't drink. Like, I don't even give it. There's like 0 chance of me giving in to peer pressure, unless it's like directly from like my parents. I was like, I don't drink. Like, I'm fine being around people who do drink. I do think about that for other people, but it's like, if I'm going to hang out with people, like my old work friends, we all used to go to Applebee's. Like a bunch of us would end up drinking. I would order a butt ton of French fries and onion rings, and we would just, well, they would get sloshed. I'd be sober cab because I'm not drinking anyways. But my family's the same way. It was like, I social drink. I social drink. I only drink in my parents' house. Is the thing. Like if I go out with people and they order alcohol, I'm ordering a Sprite. And I'm not even thinking twice about it. Like, I accommodate people who drink, but I don't outright. Like I've had people try to like. There we go. Balance. I don't ever think about it. Like I don't own, there's no alcohol in my apartment. I don't even own wine glasses anymore. I gave my wine glasses away. So I had some really cool Halloween ones that I use as decoration, but I gave them to my sister because she'll actually use them. But I was, woo, that's a wall. I was watching this TikTok. And like there's these videos of Markiplier and Schlatt just chit-chatting with each other. And like Schlatt, I know, his entire personality, his streamer personality is just that. It's a streamer personality. It's not who he is off camera, it's just who he is on camera. And so he was talking to Markiplier and he was actively drinking. And fun fact, it's really common for people who are of Asian descent to be allergic to alcohol. It's very common. And also extremely lactose intolerant. Like, it's crazy common. And so Shy's like, well, do you ever drink? Markiplier's like, no, I die. And like, that was just all he said. And I was like, wow. I was like, Markiplier has such an easy way of saying it. It's like, I say no, and I can't say I die. So it's not that I die if I drink. I physically can't drink.
You made it.
I can't die if I drink. I get physically ill if I drink. Like immediate, like, I actually might be allergic to alcohol. Before I say this, because I was about to relate it to my pork allergy. I might be allergic to alcohol. I get a really high fever and I start mimicking like the stomach flu when I drink. And that's why I only drink at my parents'. It's like I'll have like a drink and immediately, some people really don't. It's like I immediately will be ill. I'll be sick for the rest of the next day. Because I don't always drink at my parents'. Whenever I go there, someone will be there, and if they're trying out a new drink, I can explain what they need to do better when mixing drinks a lot better than other people do. And it's something to do with my barista background, like experimenting with drinks and whatnot. I can explain to them what went wrong in their drink. And like, I'll take a sip. I don't drink an entire drink. I take sips of drinks and I still get sick. And it's just like someone's trying to perfect a fun little concoction that they're trying to make. It's usually what it is.
Feldcroft isn't what it used to be.
But yeah.
No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's
and it's like, I said my parents, is like, if I get sick, they can take care of me.
Over there.
My mom will love to take care of me. It's usually how I justify it. Even though she actually hates it. She hates it.
To look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous.
That's how my mom
I'm
is.
hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
It was like, it depends. For my mom's similar. Is like, it depends on the drink. However, different types of alcohol have different kinds of effect. You get she gets different kinds of
with
affectionate with people, like wine. She's like super huggy, like super touchy, and she like is confessing her love to the frickin' wall, kind of thing. Beer is like she's just very grateful for everything, like is very expressive about it. It's just like different drinks are different like tiers for her, but yeah, I was like,
here we are. My sister should be
I can
just
handle
inside.
like my drink of choice whenever I do drink is like Malibu and pineapple, right? I can take put half a shot of Malibu in a pint glass with the rest being like pineapple juice or orange juice or combination of all of that. And then usually I'm fine. If it goes any more than that, then I get sick. Is usually what it is. But yeah. But outside of that, alcohol does not affect me at all. Like I can't get drunk or anything.
Sebastian,
it's really boring.
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivel figs cannot reverse a curse.
But the shrivel fig, it's pretty.
Can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure. When will you accept that?
It's pretty.
Never. I can never accept it.
Pretty in pain.
Now look what you've done.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
That's his uncle. His dad's dead. So is his mom. He's an orphan.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I know. Oh, it's funny.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
I'm gonna agree with Solomon.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes. Sebastian's friend. I apologize
so much
on
worse,
behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Say hi to Nala. Nala's so sick of life right now. She's trying to see. Oh. Isn't she just so cute? Just a cute little baby. It's a kitty. Are you a cutie patootie, Nala? Everyone thinks you are. You're a huggy baby. There you go, Niles. I'll put you back down. Freaking Cheshire sits like a human. Like, he sits like all plop, like his feet thrown out, and like he just curves over. Cheshire's had a great day today, actually. He's staring at me. So I have like a little trifold thing, because my apartment's a studio. I moved into a studio, which is about the same size as my last apartment, funny enough. Just doesn't have the wall. And so I have a trifold in front of my bed. Trifold, like, wall divider, wall separator, room separator thing. And Cheshire's sleeping, is laying against it sleeping. He's been a real good boy. He had some outside time today, too. Oh, with Anne. I was like, oh, I need to go talk to Sebastian now. But yeah, Cheshire's being real good today.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear. Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude. You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about. I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts. Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was. Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was. Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I tried to hand gesture at Cheshire that, that he's a good boy, but I don't think he's understanding it. Yes, Josh says you're a good boy and he wishes to give you a hug. Oh, you're sleeping? Your eyes open? That's okay. I love you. Okay. He's being weird. I can try.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it. Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, probably.
I wish you well. I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
How does one speak a booba-dooba-dobby or whatever?
Why will she not listen to me? She's my sister.
Big Bang Theory got that stuck in my head. Like, do you remember how to speak that thing I taught you? Probably. It's like, I don't understand. Like, I did not understand it.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He's trying to do what's right, Sebastian.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Why?
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
Revelio
Should not be underestimated.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, frick. I grab that? No. No? Okay. Here, we gotta be fast. Magic!
All the debris
yes!
you'll see is from whatever's going on at
I
that
really wanted
abandoned
that.
estate. They've been digging for something.
Yes, I'm aware. I could wait until after the mission, but like... Mother frickin' Sebastian! Stop leaving me behind, bro. Hey, DHG Gaming.
Up there, on that plateau.
And how?
Is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Up there. I'm guessing we're gonna be doing some tours, so I'll be sitting down here for a second. Maybe? Oh, we're gonna be fighting. Never mind, we're gonna be up here now.
Rock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Incendio. Dead wizard in my finger.
You're right, I am in danger. Oop. Moited.
Who's that? I won't rest.
Get away.
Hi. Magic. Oh, hi, friend.
You've made your last mistake.
I haven't made a single mistake yet. Okay.
You will regret coming here.
Oh, frick me.
How nice of you to stop by.
Don't you just hate when that happens?
Coming back this way.
Every time I do this battle, I trigger that. Oh my gosh! You can tell when I get overwhelmed, unfortunately.
Little moon, that not quite. Oh, that was meant for me. Incendio. Get away!
No, I'm good. Just gonna...
You call that spell casting? Easily diverted.
Hey! Hey! Holy frick! Mother trucker!
But I'm better.
No, you're not. Now you're dead.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Your spells glance off of me.
Incendio.
You can't stop me.
Confringo.
You won't stop me.
The pulsar.
Pity, not quite.
Guys, why am I dying?
Much too slow.
Guys, I'm dying. What the frick?
I confess. That was a bit more than I'd bargained.
Let's just fix
for.
that.
I tried to warn you.
Trying to warn me? You warned me about Diddley's fight. You're like, look, that's where she got cursed. I we're gonna go fight it. Why? Why, dude? I just wanted to understand why you're a dipstick. That's all I wanted. I don't want to have to fight some goblins.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more.
Jeez.
This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Rude. They were hiding something.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
Revelio.
They have stations for everything.
Yeah.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
I don't know. Like, I understand, like, the goblins wanting, like, to be able to carry, you know, wands.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once,
But, like,
centuries ago.
Very drastic to, like, curse a child.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
It's like, that kind of curse is... Like, I know what... We don't know in the story, like, what happened. Again, this is also, like, my 3rd recorded playthrough. Not, like, finished, but, like, I got far enough.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this
but,
before.
like, I know what kind of magic was used on Anne.
View.
It's sad.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a
Mother
second.
fricker, I don't want to tell him anything. I don't trust him.
Revelio.
I don't trust him at all.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers.
Yes.
Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Oh, a stairwell.
I don't want Sebastian knowing anything. I really don't.
Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me there are...
Look at that! We, like... shed some light in this place? No? Start some fire, maybe? I don't know. Where's the first one? One. Okay. Ooh, wee. We're gonna have a lot of reading to do, guys. It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrows remain. I saw a man much like my father who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems arbitrary not to help them, as it would rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isidora's. I should hold on to this.
I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My eternal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course. That would be fortuitous consequences of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isidora's travels.
Oh?
Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What?
Of course, mister. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you sleep well. And I will hopefully see you on a Wednesday. I'm probably going to be playing Phasma, depending on how Wednesday goes. I really do want to try the, update and all that, and see how the game's playing now. But, anywho, I hope you sleep well, and until next time, be good, behave, stay out of trouble, and don't get caught. And I'll see you next time. Sleep well!
I know it sounds strange,
honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Everything I say sounds strange to you.
I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now.
Ominous will be furious.
Understood. Well then,
I'll tell
invisible
Ominous.
Secret ancient magic passageway. Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Not water, it's a wall. Butthead. Sorry, his name's Beavis, not Butthead. Anyone know that reference? Oh, okay. That's what that rune is.
Why would the door lead us here?
You probably come out of that chest, to be honest.
Sebastian, look.
That's disappointing.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Cool. Makes so much sense staring at those.
Helpful in the note?
Oh, it's a bunch of runes, though.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch.
Why?
Till then.
I hate telling him information. Kinda sucks, you know. I don't like Sebastian. Gosh dang it, I don't like him. Oh. My disdain for Sebastian scared Mello away. Sorry, baby. Okay. So. I want to go over to Hogsmeade real quick. Take care of that. I want to deal with that one. I'm trying to be a halfway decent human being. Well, I'm trying to play this game how I don't normally play this game, is what I'm trying to do. So I'm doing everything that's against my judgment.
My young friend.
Is what I'm doing. Which is impressive, well, not impressive. It's increasingly difficult.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
What's up with the texture of his jacket? I can see why.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool, he's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacular he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture.
My day was interesting, actually.
Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt.
I'll share
no one would
after
suspect
this.
A student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
No, thank you. I'm not comfortable with this.
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of there in no time.
I'm not worried about my time. I'll find another way.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacular. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacular.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone.
Yeah, I will.
We'll see who's volatile now.
Just trying to get this quest out of the way.
I'll take it off your hands now.
Here you go.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean
I
of
don't think I
galleons,
actually have it.
and Lawley's
I just have
business
a
will be
venomous
sunk.
tentacular.
Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
Cool.
Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Cool. Anywho, my day was utterly exhausting. I learned about a new language. So there's like 12 million different languages in Africa. And with my job as with transcribing, we have to deal with a lot of interpreters apparently. Jiminy crickets. It's a lot. I learned about Runicore? Something like that. It's pronounced something like that. Just really wild. It's beautiful to listen to. But completely zapped my entire day.
I'm simply saying.
I was so freaking mentally exhausted. And I'm still waiting on this job offer that I'm supposed to be getting. And she's just got back in town. She actually messaged me during stream. Not to give me the job offer, but to let me know she's back in town and she'll be back with me in a few days. Kind of thing. It's like, my day has been rather boring, but like really productive.
Serena. I received your
Also, Stardew Valley update.
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did. Yeah, we're actually working together.
I did. Thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans.
But
and
yeah.
I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you were needing my help with something.
I do.
I wish they would, but it didn't sound like a really good place in the first place, to be honest.
Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband, Aidan, was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box.
Oh, maybe.
Full of old letters and such.
Yeah. Getting the job would have been really cool. However, it's like you probably would have been miserable right off the bat. Why'd you leave your box of letters with the Sprottles?
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Yeah, probably. Why doesn't Sprottle have a Wiggenweld supply?
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying traveling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Meaningful life. And you can achieve a meaningful life in any sort of way. However, unfortunately, in society, we have to be able to have money. It's like, I have to go grocery shopping at some point. I'm like, frick, I don't want to do that. But
I'll try to go
I guess I have the money to go grocery shopping now.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan
Because
was bringing a box
frickin'
of letters to me
jobs,
when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he
Like,
might have dropped it.
Biding time at my
You'll find
job.
the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I will give Dot your love. I'm like buying time with this company. And it's mostly because freaking I don't want to work alone. I don't want to do depositions on my own. I really don't.
The young today.
I'm not very good with legality. I don't do illegal stuff. I just don't like having to be aware of the laws. You know?
Revelio.
Well, I'm close enough. 'Cause, like, I was a compliance manager for years. Freaking irritated me. Not the task of compliance, but like the people. I was like, frick. I was vibing. It's like doing odd jobs is one of my favorite things in the world. Like living Stardew Valley. Like people needing like a house cleaner for like a week. Someone needing like someone to help them do grocery shopping. Like
Right
really
now, demi guys.
random stuff like that. Is what I love doing. I don't like corporate. Corporate sucks. Boring. Not that it sucks, it's just boring. Like if you're that kind of person, then honestly props to you, dude. Like I can't. Like Suitor. I am having a strong Fames John having strong. A Stardew Valley arc is gonna be absolutely astounding when I get to that point in my life. I am so excited. Like, I'm gonna do streaming. I'm gonna have my own farm. Not farm, but like, I'm gonna farm. Grow my own produce and whatnot. Like, have a little renter. Like, I'll probably bring in good money someday from streaming. Cause like, I'm not planning on making like a crazy ton of money. Just enough to be like, you know, comfortable. Not being afraid that I'm gonna have to move again. Kind of comfortable, you know? Because that's all anyone should ever be.
A castle.
Yeah.
Must have been quite stately in its time.
That's usually... That was the thought process I was having. When I was like trying to decide what I wanted to do with my life. I still don't fully know what I want to do with my life. Like, owning a coffee shop would be cool. Owning a cat cafe would be sick. I don't think I'm like mentally responsible enough to own a business though, you know? Like being in charge of other people's well-beings. Like, yeah, I know streaming, like, that, like, me being a streamer is owning a business. I know that. Like, that's my face. That's just my hobby. Like, I'm not having to balance books and order, like, recipes and whatnot. Wow, y'all could have just told me you didn't like the topic. Jeez, I'm sorry.
Ah,
kidding.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs.
Look at that
Spotter?
motherfucker. That's funny. Hello, house elf. What? We're having story time? We're gonna have a little bit of story time? Yeah, I don't want to be though. That's the thing. I don't want to be mature. I had to mature at a young age, so now I'm sitting here as an adult, sitting here thinking, maybe I could just be a kid, be childish, have fun, do whatever I want. Like, yeah, it's like I could if I had to. I could. I don't want to though. Sister, it's been some time since we've heard from you. How are things in the ministry? We continue to think of you and hope you're doing well. You'll be happy to know that we've made our peace with your decision to become an Auror. As dangerous as it is, you must live life and follow your path. You are doing so in service of Wizardry World. I am proud to call you sister. I must inform you of something that you may find curious. It seems a troll has taken residence in the train tunnel near town. The poor thing's most certain to learn a tragic lesson about the fundamental velocity of locomotives. Right soon. That's funny. It's like, people call me childish. And like, honestly, it's like thank you. That's how I usually respond. Like, thank you. I'm having a great time. People don't like that though. The Thistle and Badge. Helen Thistlewood, reflection of a former Auror. Time isn't what I expected. I enjoy the leisure time, of course, but I do miss excitement of hunting magical fugitives. You know you're not supposed to admit that you actually enjoy the turmoil associated with the job. How can you feel anything other than exhilaration when chasing a Ukrainian iron belly through a Muggle city and the obliviating of all Muggles who saw you, or foiling a dark wizard's plot to take over the ministry with an army of Chinese chomping cabbages, only using a single basket of bouncing bulbs? When the ministry finally makes all of my old cases public, my neighbors will never look at me the same again. Old Madam Thistlewood down the lane is the one who put that nasty brute so-and-so in Azkaban. For now, I can merely insinuate, lest I divulge something confidential. I would hate to force my former colleagues into locking me away in Azkaban. Not an appealing thought. Well, I suppose I should check on my garden. Bluebells have been struggling this season. Yeah. It was like me being burnt out, usually like when I'm in my burnt out moments, like people are like, wow, you really have like your head on your shoulders. Like, that's great. And it's like, I'd rather be lost in Lotwell Land, honestly. It's like when I'm burnt out, I have no creative turmoil. It sucks. It's like, I got nothing. It's like, we're lucky I got out of bed right now. Yeah, I was like, me and my mom got in an argument because I said I don't feel like an adult. And she's like, well, She's like, I don't feel like an adult either. I'm like, no, but you openly said you feel like a child. Like, I don't feel like a child or an adult. I just feel like I'm here. That's all I feel like. And I said that while I was burnt out, because that's usually when it is. Is like, I have no perception of where I am in life when I'm burnt out. And it, like, sucks. It's like being overwhelmed, burnt out, exhausted 24/7 is just awful. But like, when you had a rough life, you have to heal your inner child. And after you heal your inner child, you have to heal your inner teen. You have to work your way up to where you actually are in life, which is really hard to do. It's like I healed my inner child, and I've been trying to heal my inner teen for years because I never got that chance to be a teenager. It's like I went from being a small child to being the adult of the house, and it was just a lot. It was a lot to carry, and it was like everyone in my house had to grow up like that, and it was like I'm living my life as I would have as a teenager, is what I'm doing right now. And I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. The Thistle and Badge, Helen Thistlewood, Reflections of a Former Aura. I have a lot of time these days to reflect upon my career. I wonder if the good we did balances all the mistakes we made along the way. Did we always catch our criminals? No. Did we sometimes put away the wrong person? It's possible. Is that an acceptable risk when it comes to preserving the well-being of wizardry world at large? I'd like to think so, but then again, I'm not an innocent witch moldering away in Azkaban. If I were, perhaps I would feel differently. It's a quandary without a solution, or at least not one that I'm likely to solve. This problem with retirement, it leaves one with too much time to dwell upon bygone problems, but there's nothing one can do about it. Oh, and my bluebells died. Oh no. But as long as we're having a good time in life, you know, who cares what stage, what kind of person we are? I mean, as long as we're not outright, like, physically harming human beings, you know? As long as we're, you know, not affecting the outside world, be who you want to be, you know? Have fun. Reflections of Helen, a Former Aura. I'm dwelling upon my big hypothetical from the other day. I always made certain that I could defend my decisions before a Wizengamot should the need arise. I was required to do this on a rare occasion, and it was never a pleasant experience, no matter how confident I was. Despite what some believe, the ministry is far from omnipotent. Omnipotent. Frick. And when I hung up my badge, I left behind quite a few unsolved cases. If I had all the time in the world, I doubt I could solve them all. But should the opportunity arise to revisit one and correct any mistake I made, I will certainly take it. That's the only way to rest easy about my career. Never hesitate to fix mistakes, especially if they are yours to begin with. I fear that in our haste to mete out justice, we may inadvertently become the vehicle for injustice. I fear this especially for myself. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Oh, and I'm through with gardening. I need a new hobby. Jeez. Thanks. What are you doing? Let me out.
Revelio.
Weird lady. Okay.
Welcome to Upper Hogsfield.
I gotta talk to this lady.
Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumor is he was seen in
Everyone
the
has
forest
a different type of
practicing
adulthood.
dark magic.
Is what I'm
Saw him
learning.
myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, I can keep an eye out.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
That's actually not why I came here.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sir Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem, has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps
I
for
worked
me,
for a bunch of people like that.
I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
It was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be the person to sit here and say money can't buy happiness, because money certainly can buy things that do give you happiness. That phrase is actually really moot. But the people who like make a butt ton of money and they like claim that they're better people, they're compensating. They're miserable. They're absolutely miserable, and they want to make you feel worse so that they feel better. And I absolutely hate people like that. And I worked for an entire office like that for 2.5 years. And it burnt me out. That's actually why I'm in that's why I'm actually in the state I am, and that's why I've been job hopping, is because I'm trying to find a job that helps with my burnout and doesn't contribute to my burnout. Literally. It's like if you can't look yourself in the mirror, and you, like, with all this money you have, like, no, there's no point. Do what you want, live a comfortable life. Don't step on others to do it. That shouldn't be hard. Should not be hard. I can certainly try to find some for you.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
I'm kidding.
That
I do
would
share,
be
but we have to go there
wonderful.
anyways.
I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Yep. What was Sirona like when she was my age?
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
What was in the box?
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Literally, it was like, there's no point in fitting in. Society's ever changing. Live life to what makes you comfortable, and do what makes you happy. If you're not happy with the life that you're leading, then I don't think you're leading the right kind of life. And you should probably go on an adventure to discover yourself. Because not everyone fits into society. I know I don't. Therefore, I don't even try. I just be authentically myself. And if people don't like it, then tough titties. Sorry, but...
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Like, just be you. There's no point in fitting in.
If you are
Life is ever
able to collect
changing.
those Horklumps, I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
The fridge. Shouldn't be hard, but...
Revelio.
It is what it is.
Intriguing.
Also not a very abrasive human being, so I mean... Abrasive. Abrasive. It's like, I just do me. However, I have there's a lot of people I've come across who... They don't hate, there's not very many people who hate me, but there's
now, guys.
a lot of people out in the world who just stop drinking random crap. Who just don't like me because I'm just weird. Yeah, it's like I don't give a crap whatsoever. I understand people who do, but I don't. I can't see it. It's like I'd rather see people live the life that makes them happy.
Incendio.
Instead of watch them twist themselves into knots just to fit in. I can't. If I see a person twist themselves into knots just to fit in, then unfortunately, I'm not going to pay much attention to it. Like, too much. I shouldn't say it's too much effort, but it's a lot of unnecessary effort. When it's just a lot easier to live life how you want to. It's like I am I'm crazy active in my community, doing as I please.
Revelio.
But I was like, I'm not going out of my way. Like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. It's just like the bottom line. Granted, people in my town, you have to be active in my town. If you're not active in my town, people don't care about you, kind of thing. It's like, if you're born here, you're top tier. If you moved here, you're the bottom of the totem pole. If you're active in the community, you're somewhere in between. It's like, I wasn't born here. I moved here late. I was a weekender, so I was like, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. But people don't, I wouldn't say pay much attention to me, but they don't pay much attention to me. Like, I'm becoming more known now because of the camp I work at and whatnot, but it's like, I'm not going out of my way to paint pretty pictures for people. I'm just off being me. I'm here having fun. If we're not having fun, what's the point of life, right? Oh, frick me. It's the wrong quest.
Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio.
Hi.
Is that Imperius wearing a woolly jumper?
Oops.
That must be Bardo.
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Accio. Incendio.
Come on. Come on. Thank you.
Accio. Incendio.
Jeez.
Bardo's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Okay, well. That's definitely not the quest I thought we were doing. My bad. So, have I ever told you guys about the car accident that I got into when I was in high school? This actually plays into what you're talking about.
Brown Rock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Let me deal with this and then I'll tell you this story. I have some news about your brother.
Madame Beaumont? I believe I have some news.
I'll get through this
brother.
conversation, then I'll tell you.
What do you know of my brother?
He's decided to pursue a new life.
I'm afraid he's joined the Ashwinders and has no interest in returning.
What? No, this can't be. He was seeking their advice, that's all.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that quest, honestly. I meant to continue on with this. So, back when I was in high school, I got into 2 accidents. I'm going to tell you about the later one, the one that actually more plays into this. The first one won't mean anything to you guys. But, so, it was, rest in peace, Bardolph. He's better off thinking that he's alive. So, when I was in high school, for my senior year...
This must be the cabin Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
I have social anxiety with social phobia, fun fact. Social phobia isn't as bad as it used to be. I used to not be able to eat in front of people. Therefore, I make this whole like point of like I eat on stream to make people like either feel comfortable. If they don't like that, then they can go away kind of thing. But so I used to leave and go home so I could eat lunch at home. Because I was so massively uncomfortable eating lunch at school.
Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
I would have been comfortable if I could have eaten with my friends, except for my best friend at the time posted out. My other friend had different lunch and she actually didn't want to eat with me. She didn't like eating with me. Whatever. So I had to eat alone, basically. Which was super depressing. And so...
Confringo!
I leave. I have my lunch. I had like ramen noodles or something at home, but I was happy to eat at home because I was at least eating. And on my way home, it was the middle of April.
Either I'll have to fight that troll or avoid it altogether.
And it was just a massive blizzard. Awful blizzard. And there was something that happened with my car. Jeez. And I swerved off to the side of the road into a ditch because the winds got too crazy and just took me straight into a ditch. It was in farmland. Jeez, this is really hard to tell while I'm fighting. You know,
Incendio.
But anyway, so I'm caught straight into this farm fence. I'll tell the story in a second. I'm sorry, I can't think straight right now. But, jeez.
Incendio. Confringo.
What was that even aimed at?
Incendio.
Holy frick, you're hard. Why?
Confringo.
Die, mother fricker.
Incendio. Confringo.
Holy crap.
Confringo.
Okay. Whee. Die. Okay. Okay, anywho. So, I'm gonna backtrack all that. So, I leave for lunch, and I had my ramen or whatever, because I had ramen like every day in high school. And I'm driving home to go to my art class. And the winds got really bad. It was the worst blizzard we'd had in April in like 7 years. And I had to drive, my high school was surrounded in farm field, fun fact. Absolutely awful. I don't know why the frick they did that, but we had to drive through, I had to drive through this field, not through this field, but between these fields, and the wind just picked up, and it just swept my car off to the left, and I got caught in a farm fence. Like, smashed my head back into my steering wheel because my car didn't have airbags. I didn't have a phone at the time. Fun fact. So I had to get out of my car, and I'm walking to the house, to the farmhouse of the yard my car is in. And I ended up falling in the field. I broke through ice. I got bruises underneath both of my kneecaps because they caught the ledge of the ice. I'm sopping wet in this blizzard, and the people don't answer the door. So I go to the next house. No one answers the door. And so in this blizzard, I'm soaking wet. I walk home. And there's a bunch of cars flying by me. And like, I don't have a jacket. I have my backpack. I'm soaking wet. And it's just snowing big wet clumps. I recognized the driver. This woman flew by me, just flipped me off, and sped past me. She was one of the special needs teachers at my school, who I had worked with all of the time. She knew me, and she flipped me off. She wasn't gonna help me. I helped her with some of her students. It didn't matter. It's like, it didn't matter who I was. She didn't care. She flipped me off in the middle of a blizzard, and I had to walk home fighting hypothermia. It took me 45 minutes in the snow to walk home. And like, I was 18. I got home sopping wet, freezing cold, and I opened up the door. Mom was like, Mom's like, Eriss, what's wrong with you? Like, what's up? And like, I just looked at her and said, call the school and let them know I'm not coming back. And at this point, I missed an entire class. I'm now in the next period, and nobody called my mom that I never came back. They didn't call her to tell her that I didn't sign back into the office, that I didn't get back to the school. She thought I was at school. She had no idea. And so it's like, I had to go stand in a shower fully clothed, like working the temperature up to fight off hypothermia and go to bed. I had like golf ball sized bruises on my knees. My knees were swollen. I could barely walk. And I was like, I had teachers passing me because they were on their lunch breaks. Teachers passing me, and they didn't care. They wouldn't help me. That's where I was like, why would I help these people? They don't give a flying frick that I could die out in that snow. They did not care. My sister sent me the most traumatic thing. But yeah, no. So that was my last car accident I ever got into. And it was like, it really taught me that some people just are not worth helping. Anywho, let's read these letters. Dear Serona, when I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways I wasn't like the other first years. I confess, I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me and pondered sending an owl to my parents asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. How would you know? I presume you're not secretly legamins, but I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks when you spotted me, huddled in the corner. I don't want to read any of this. This is Mirabelle. We kind of already heard all this. I don't want to read any of these, honestly. It's kind of just wild, like, Serona played Quidditch, things like that. Like, stuff that we technically did here. I was like, I just don't want to read this stuff.
I think that's everything.
There you go.
Serona will be glad.
But yeah, it was like, story I just told kind of really killed the reading mood. For like the tone of these letters. Literally, I
should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps.
I honestly, I was at rock bottom with that one. I had no way of getting help, and I got flipped off by a teacher. I was walking on a sidewalk and she flipped me off. Like, didn't pull over to see if I was okay. Just...
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
This was done. It was like, there's people in the world like that, and those people are not worth helping.
Good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you.
I think there's always a time and place, but yeah.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The traveling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
It freaking hurt.
Will be delighted to have those letters. How kind
I
of
felt
you.
broken after that.
Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
Like, that teacher alone always told me.
I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to
told
have
me
it
I
back.
should be there, that she lives to help her students and all of that, and it's like she doesn't. And it's like then the next day it's like a bunch of kids, because my car was stuck in the ditch for like a day. My parents drove me to school, like all this crap, because my car was really wrecked. My like a fence post almost went through my radiator, kind of wrecked. Like it like crazy damage. Then I had classmates in my homeroom like talking about like, you saw that car like in the ditch, right? Like, you know that kid, you know that person had to have gone to school because they're a loser like that. Like things like that. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the sub. Whoa. Thank you. Well, welcome on in. Welcome to your ad-free watching and your free use of all the emotes. But yeah. It was awful. And like the classmates just sitting like, yeah, you know that person was a loser and like walked back to school. I don't know. I was like, I definitely didn't walk back to school. I fought hypothermia to go home to get help because I couldn't make it back to the school. Like, yeah, I was just down the road, except for getting back to my house was easier than getting back to the school. There's like awful things like that. Yeah, it was like, they like thought that the person who was doing it thought that they could like talk crap because they wouldn't find the person who owned the car, except for she was talking crap to the owner of the car. She had no idea it was my car, and she was talking crap to me about my car, about me. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what the actual frick is wrong with you? I was like, you are pitiful. You are. It was like, that was awful of you. And like, she had lost all chances of actually being my friend. Like, she wanted to be my friend. Like, she lost all chances of being my friend. It was awful. I was like,
of your involvement.
I didn't do it though. But yeah, I know. I was like that. I was like, that time was like I learned like not everyone's worth giving a chance. Like at that point, I was a really trusting. Like I was a massive people pleaser at that point. And that shattered me, and I was like, wow. They wouldn't do the same for me. That no one would help me. Someone who claims that they would help me didn't help me. These people who said that they would help me and would want to be my friend and be there for me in those kind of problems made fun of me instead.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
Thank you so much. Wow. 5 gift subs plus you, dude. Wait, what? Wow. Thank you so much. Well, welcome on into the live show, dude. Holy cats. I hope you've been enjoying the YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm speechless, honestly. Wow. Man, I'm gonna ask about the box, dude. I gotta ask about the box. This will summarize the letters I didn't read, but yeah.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
Holy crap! You just pushed my gift bar that's not on the screen to a whole new tier. Wow! I know. I don't think I've ever had this many subs at once before, actually. Oh my gosh. Were you on the Quidditch team, dude?
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. I was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years.
Thank you.
Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points.
Oh my gosh.
I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
Oh my gosh, that's a cute little fun thing if you're in the same house. Wow. Holy frick. Anyways, are you and Miss Sprottle as close as you guys seem?
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle.
There's a highlight of the day.
You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do.
It's also hot in here.
She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well... got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
There's gonna be some regulars who are gonna jump in at some point, and they're gonna be like, "Wait, when did I get a sub?" Like, if I'm not gonna name names. Because I get the list. I get to see who it went to. I don't know if you guys get to, but...
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is.
That would be really
Still
fun.
one of my
it happened
dearest
once.
friends.
It happened once. Someone came in
I
like
know
that.
she wouldn't mind you having seen that
They'll
letter.
probably do it twice, honestly.
She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle,
okay, because it's definitely gonna be. It's
blossom,
good, definitely.
Particularly
not to name
one
names,
who doubted
but
they ever would.
someone who's on that list happened once before, and they came in like 2 streams after that, and like, whoa, like when did I get subbed? Like it was a gift. Surprise! It was a gift. I'm happy to help,
glad
though.
I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle
This
sends her
speedrun
best.
just did not
What I'd have
speedrun
done
today.
without her and Aiden. Thank you.
I don't think I
again
should name names, honestly.
for helping
We'll just
her.
see. We'll see if it
And
happens.
for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on
You
good
just kind of
memories.
pop in and you're like, wow, I have another one. Well, it's like, you're yellow now. Like, it's happened enough that now you have a yellow bear. Oh my gosh, I have to update my sounds, don't I? Yeah. Red, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then a rainbow. Fair. I think my bear's I think I'm rainbow. I don't know, let's find out what I am. Whatever I am is the one that's after purple. That's Discord. Let's open up Twitch. Unless I am just purple. Ooh, frick me.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's see. Oh, I'm purple. It stops at purple. Okay. Stops at purple. But yeah. So it's red, yellow, green, blue, purple. I think at some point this just stops letting you add them. Bells? All enemies, defendo slices through impacted enemies, strikes additional target. Ooh, I want that. I don't go in here very often. Toast. I freaking I love just randomly popping in my own chat. Just, hi. By the way, I'm here. Let's go talk to Deke. Probably gonna give us a bigger task, but we got like 37 minutes. What are all of these? What are all of these? I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm kidding. I don't really mind it, but dude, I'm so freaking excited. I'm gonna play some freaking Stardew tonight. Oh, hi.
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before.
Yeah.
Deke calls it a knapsack.
So fun fact, I do anonymous, is what I do. So like, I try not to, fun fact.
For gathering and transporting beasts.
I did get a new follow. However, I do this thing, which thank you for following. I don't want to call anything out though.
About something Professor Howen said in Beasts class.
I try not to call anything out because I have anxiety when people call out my follow.
She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area.
My burst isn't going though.
The beast will be
I can tell you
safer with
that.
us than out there on
I'm
their
supposed to have a
own.
burst.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see,
I have to look into that one though.
Knew exactly what you needed, and
Like, I don't like getting called out, so I don't call other people out.
The knapsack and where.
But yeah. But my alert doesn't work. The sound works.
Then.
The alert doesn't. I don't know why. It doesn't show the alert.
Our first stop will be
Unless
beyond
it,
the castle
for some reason,
grounds.
it's stuck
We can
just
leave
behind the
now,
camera.
Or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
But yeah, no, it's like, so, actually, I actually will share this. So I keep gesturing like that. So I have 3 different things that happen. So I have hearts that will burst out from around my camera. That's supposed to burst around my camera. I've never actually seen it happen, but it plays the sound. I don't know what is happening there. But it'll be like a heart burst that goes around the edge of my camera and shoots outwards. Then when you do subs, it's supposed to shoot stars, which I didn't see. I've seen that once, but I don't know what's up with it. I'm blaming both Stream Elements and Twitch for that one. And then there's bits where it has like the bits icon that like bursts out from the side of my camera as well. Like it doesn't show the name. I don't show names because it stresses me out when streamers have names show. But I'm supposed to actually have an alert that I tried really hard to have. I used to have this custom-made one that was the same as the panda emotes that I have for all the subs that are in chat. So it was like a panda, except for it was the rainbow panda that I was thinking about. That like cracks open like a fortune cookie. And then it says, thank you for the follow, or thank you for the sub, or thank you for the whatever. And all of that, except for... I like anonymous. I'm a very anonymous human being. Therefore, it's like, you didn't say anything in chat, so I didn't want to call out your name in case you didn't want your name called out, like things like that. But it's like I like to let people exist as they please. If they want to be active in chat, then I'll call them out. Then I'll say their name. Then I'll do that. Like if they don't want to, then I'll say thank you, considering you subs. Thank you so much, and then thank you for the gifts. But it's like you were active in chat, so I didn't want to say your name. Things like that. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
I don't know. I've always been that kind of streamer. For the last couple of years, it's just I used just say it. I don't want to. I don't like if streamers do that. Therefore, I don't do it. It's basically all it is. It's mostly how it goes. You stream how you prefer a streamer to be. Is usually what happens.
The cruelest wizard he ever met.
Oh, what the?
A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack.
Wait. Oh, frick me.
It'll be nice to
I
see
don't have a
one
knapsack.
used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Too many crickets. Someday, Do I not have that tier? No, I guess not. Baby! Oh, frick me.
Now,
I forgot I'm down a Hufflepuff. Okay, screw this. Taking the easy way out on this.
Leviosa.
Freaking Hufflepuffs don't have to hit F. That's the thing. That's the fun fact there. That's not who I was catching.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
What is it that they updated on Stardew Valley? Oh, a whole lot. So the computer update came out months ago. But so they added a new farm, the Blue Meadow Farm. They added a bunch of different interactions, winter outfits, a butt ton of festivals. Like 6 different festivals now. 6 more festivals. Books, new crops. And that's all that I'm aware of at the moment. However, I knew more a long time ago. I just haven't played it. I haven't played it. I just started it today. I didn't get very far.
As many as the
I found out my Switch was bad.
Poachers capture puffskeins.
Sadly.
Well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Aye, aye, Capitan. But yeah, no, it's a really big update. But I don't know if, well, I think majority of the Stardew Valley community agrees on this and that he should stop. How would I react to a raid? I would giggle a lot, and then I would have to dust off my raid script because last time I got rated, I forgot to say it. But I'm really well to raids. I used to get rated a lot, actually, and then I took a really big break in streaming. But yeah. I would immediately apologize because I'm wrapping up in like 30-ish minutes, but I take a raid really well. I think so, at least. I hope so.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was
and then I would
worried about
immediately
you, what
raid
with all
out
the
to someone who's
poachers
playing a
in the
Stardew
area.
Valley-esque game.
Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here in this large tree. If it's helpful,
If she's still
Deke
streaming,
has
at
some
least.
Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Perfect. I will try to
Then I
catch a
shall go rescue a
Jobbernol.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Man, so here's the fun thing. So I'm recording, so I'm streaming this, and then I put this on my VODs channel on YouTube. And then I'm also recording a Hufflepuff playthrough on a different YouTube channel because I'm multi-talented, apparently. And friggin'
Levioso.
Oh, hi. And I'm no. Thank you. Ha.
Professor Howin will never believe this.
Keep getting this all mixed up because the houses react differently to everything. Like, I forgot about how to catch animals. You have to hit F. I forgot about that because Hufflepuff, you don't do that. Which is probably why I don't have a bunch of animals in this one. Well, I mean, now we just got animals. I am so much farther. My characters are nearly the same level. I'm so confused.
Nice
on
and
how.
cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will
Oh
see
my
you
gosh.
there.
I love moon calves. Fun fact, have only ever streamed Stardew Valley once. Back in 2020, I streamed it once. And then I immediately went to go play completely different. It was a cute little horror game that I was playing that's on the Switch. I don't have it anymore. I don't remember what it's called though.
Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon
Yeah,
calves
my
gather near the
community did
large
not
tree
like
with the
me playing
spiral
Stardew
pattern
Valley.
in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
Yep, deal.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
I had a vastly different community than I do now. It was like, granted, my main game at the time was Fallout 4. It was like they're used to me like playing things that are like super reactive, constantly busy, like something's happening 24/7, to Stardew Valley where there's a lot of downtime, a lot of stupid moments, and like, look at all the oh my gosh, they're so cute and has to. Oh, I could just eat them all.
Levioso.
Fly, babies. Oh, cute aggression. Y'all ever just look at a video game animal and immediately get cute aggression?
Everything's all right now.
Where's the go? Ayo. Ayo.
Revelio.
Oh, look at that thing, so freaking cute. They walk in a herd. Look at them little wobblers. Ah, frick me, wrong one. Wrong one.
Oh, no, you don't.
You. Trying to catch you. Viddy-kiddy-bee. Wrong one. Wrong spell. I don't got a Viddy-kiddy-bee yet. I don't have Viddy-kiddy-bee on any of my playthroughs yet. One of mine's really close to getting it, and then we're gonna find out what happens. Whichever character gets to Viddy-kiddy-bee first, I'm a Viddy-kiddy-bee in that video.
Than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound.
Let's
Shame
see
we
what
didn't see the
happens.
moon
Oh my
calves
gosh, that
dancing.
scared me.
It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. You'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Got my little mama. Oops, sorry, babes. I just bonked you with my headphones. I got my little baby. That just scared me. Look at this cute little baby I found that I accidentally just whacked. Sorry, Nels. Here you go, babes. Of course, Josh. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you on Wednesday. I hope you sleep well. Be good, behave, stay out of trouble, and don't get caught. And I will catch you next time.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, now that I've done the cat show and tell again. I don't know what's up with Nala lately. She's been really cuddly with me. Like, actually sitting near me lately. But I hope you sleep well. See you Wednesday and hope you are feeling much better.
Now, we need to show the beast you rescued, then you home.
Uh-oh.
But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok.
That'd be funny.
That wouldn't do at all.
Well, I got 3 beasts in here.
Perhaps
I would
if
only
you focus
have,
on
like,
what your beasts need, the room will provide.
6 in there, and that's bigger than my apartment. Don't sneeze. Well, that's a spirit.
What exactly did you think of?
Avada Kedavra.
Heavens!
Yes, I have black feathers just sitting on my desk.
What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
I have a collection of black feathers on my desk. I don't know why, I just do.
When you're ready.
I'm so excited. See how much nonsense I could do out here?
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
Okay. Oh, frick you. I can't release all of them? Okay, at least it was the same stream. Look at the bird! Ah, it's so cute!
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting
I'm
new
riddled
home
cute
for your
aggression right now.
beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Isn't it just hilarious?
Incendio!
Oh, frick me. Sorry, babies. Isn't it just hilarious? The amount of people here who get gift subs.
Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
It's like the best time to get gift subs is when you're not paying attention. Oh. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Okay, come on, collect. Okay, understand. Now I understand majority of that. However, that last part, the Kurok part, whoosh. However, you know what I'm gonna do? Oops, I don't have anything to adjust. See everything that we've unlocked now. So we have like dwellings. I freaking love getting dwellings in this place. In this, for this. Like we get like tents, which I wanna put tent there. This, we don't have anything else in there. How about in here? A tower? I unlock a tower? I got a tower? Not like I could, really wouldn't match anything though. These items, we don't have anything of that. Okay. Okay, collect mooncalf fur. Where's the mooncalf at? Oh, you're right here following me, you cute little stinker. Oh! Oh! Oh, I understand now. I don't know why. My brain doesn't process anything Zelda, you know? I don't know why. It's like I've played Breath of the Wild. It's just whoosh every single time. B. Okay, gotta talk to Zeke. Zeke. Gotta find more like collections
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can
17 minutes.
I'll go and experiment with the
I'll
loom
be wrapping
now.
up in 17 minutes, just so you guys know. Before I forget to say that. What else did I unlock in here? Is that loom? There's that. What else did I unlock? Oh. A keg shelf? I want a keg shelf in real life. That'd be sick. Dude. Holy frick, that's cool. Holy crap. That'd be sick to have. Dodos. Do. Man, you know how long it took me to realize that... Frick, I don't even know what I'm wearing. I think this is the outfit I'm wearing. Give a trait? A trait? Okay. Do that, I guess. I don't know.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
Hi, Deke. I did stuff. I used the loom.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you
Thank you,
explore
Flash.
the vivarium.
Hope you sleep
and
well.
get to
Be
know
good,
the
behave,
beasts
stay out of
you've
trouble, and
already
don't get
rescued.
caught. And I'm probably gonna end up spending the last 15 minutes just wandering around the castle, to be honest. But I hope you sleep well, and I will see you next time. And enjoy the gifted sub. Bye. Thanks, Deke.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
But yes, we're just gonna go explore, I think. That's probably why I'm a higher level right now. It's like some level 20 something, and the rest of my saves, all my saves are like level 20, 22, 26. Which I think is really weird.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbatten Castle after dark.
Okay, so here we have all but one for field pages. Shadow of the Bloodline. Oh, we can toss to Sebastian real quick while we go over there. If the game doesn't crash on me, please. Oh, how fun is it in here? Not a single charm.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
Oh.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
I am curious. Well, they're dangerous, though.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this.
And he's
better
scared.
Than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
You don't have to tell me.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
Well, I am curious, but...
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents.
I feel like
Are you
Sebastian's a
familiar with the
blabbermouth.
Cruciatus curse?
No.
What does the
yes, but no.
Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport.
Jeez.
Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
Yeah, but... he had no choice.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family
Your
only
glasses
grew.
look stupid.
That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium.
You sure?
Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
Okay, if you say so.
I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Okay. Hi.
Revelio.
Man, I don't understand. I wonder if there's like quests that involve pages that I'm missing. I genuinely don't understand where they could be over here.
Revelio.
I also don't understand this walkway thing. Like, why don't they have like seating over here or something? Gets me every time. That's way over there. Pumpkins. Yes.
Revelio. Accio.
There's one. Okay. Here's that stupid little thing. Okay, the keys are actually out now. Okay.
Alohomora.
We'll unlock the door while we wait for the key to catch up. I'm great at multitasking. I'm kidding. Oop. Just not great with depth perception. Okay. Let us... Is that a cat in a package? Fridge.
Revelio.
Okay. Do. Kidding. If you time it right, that jingle actually does work, however. I think this game just chooses to spite me. Ravenclaw. Where's that? What is this? Castle's freaking gorgeous, though. It just, like, boggles my mind how beautiful this place is. How do I get over there, where that chest is?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
You way up there, too. Thieves. Are you being problematic? Yes, you are. I'm sorry, that was a really silly question. Very, very silly. The reason the word cantankerous is coming to mind, however, I don't think that's the right word. But we shall be wrapping up in about 7 minutes. But, eh. Jeez. So, my sister called me during stream and left me a very... Not to call it dramatic is something. It is dramatic. Had literally nothing. It was like it was a dramatized voicemail. I think it's hilarious.
Incendio.
And so I was like, oh yeah, I'll message you real quick. I was like, I'm streaming. I'll call you back after stream. And she just messaged me. She's like, well, I'm watching a movie now, so the cat will have to take your call. Like,
Alohomora.
Okay. I guess I could do that. I guess I could just talk to the cat. I'm fine talking to the cat. Love him dearly. It's okay. Okay, there's one. We need to... I need to unlock the other tier. There we go. Okay. I don't even know what part of the school I'm in right now. Is counting? Oh, it is counting. Okay, we're at 7. You guys can't see if it's counting or not. We have 2 of 3 collection chests. We have 17 of 24 field guide pages, and we got the dummy guys. I'm pretty sure there was a spot in the school where I got everything. Oh, this one's just missing. This side's just missing a collection chest. I have no idea where it is. I haven't gotten anything over there. That's really funny though. Quad courtyard. Probably why I'm missing 4 collection chests over here and 10 field guide pages. The trophy room, jeez. There's a lot over here though. Over here is a lot too. Summoner's Court. Ooh, let's do Summoner's Court and then we'll wrap up. Let's do that. We'll call it a night after that. Okay. Hi, friend. Oh, Samantha.
Hello, Samantha. Are you here for
frick.
Summoner's
I don't
Court?
know anything about Base Motel.
I'm actually rather good at it. Used to play all the time with my brother until... never mind. Shall we begin?
Sure.
Yes, I'm ready to play. Then let's get summoning.
Okay. Oh, the spirals in this one. Why is that a thing?
Yeah.
Gotta get some speed. And don't stop pulling it, is my guess.
Yes!
Okay.
Here.
No! Shoot.
You'll have to do better than that.
Yeah, that was sucky. Okay. I think I can redeem myself. I could easily redeem myself with this. Oh. I don't think I can.
How am I to top that?
You're still winning, bro! Oh.
What was I thinking?
Hey. You're thinking that ocean's scary, therefore... Oh, frick me!
That was sensational! That
Yeah, I gave you
settles
points.
It, then.
Oh my gosh, I won by the skin of my teeth. Holy frick.
After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you.
I tied.
Appears
I'm pretty sure I tied with her in this one too. I'm good at tying, okay? You played well.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better.
Yes,
I
accept.
happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
This video's not out yet, so I can't say anything. I'm sorry. I'm held by contract. Kidding. But that is all the time I have for today. So I'm gonna leave us off in this courtyard actually, but let's give her a hard save before I kick this screen so you guys. So we all know that I saved. Let's do that. Oh my gosh. It's already 8:30. We've been here for 3 hours-ish. Shy of 3 minutes. 3 hours shy of 3 minutes. I got lost in my analytics. But anywho, that was Hogwarts and we speedran absolutely nothing because I got distracted. Again. Like always. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will see you guys on Wednesday with either Hogwarts or, depending on my day, Phasmophobia. I still am sitting on that high that I need to try the new update since it's officially released. Even though they broke the doors again, I heard. But anywho, until next time, guys, be good, behave, stay out of trouble, and don't get caught. And I will catch you guys the next time. Bye.